Well, hello, and welcome to Spending Time with Dr. Walt as he games at the age of over 50 years old. Today, I would like to talk about one of my favorite stories and one of my favorite games. This game is called Cyberpunk 2077. And this game is filled with so much content and so many wonderful stories. I intend on covering some of them as a part of my channel, as this is, like I mentioned, one of my favorite games. I want to talk about one of my favorite storylines within this game. This is, in case you didn't know, Cyberpunk is what is considered to be a role-playing game, or RPG, which means that decisions you make in the game can affect the outcome of the game. So, how I treat people, interact with them, the actions that I take or do not take can dictate future actions and even the direction of the game. I absolutely love RPGs and will often play them multiple times in different roles so that I can make different decisions and get different outcomes. It's almost like reading a book or watching a movie and playing as one of the characters and then changing the ending of that book or that movie based upon your decisions. Keep in mind that these games can take upwards of 60 to 70 hours of game time or more to complete, so this is no quick thing. One of my absolutely favorite stories in Cyberpunk is that of Panam, and I simply call this video I'm doing today Panam of Family and Friends. It's a story of loyalty, family, redemption, and friendship. When playing Cyberpunk, your character can have one of three backgrounds: corporal, which means your character comes from a corporation or business background; street kid, meaning your character comes from the main streets of Night City; and nomad, meaning your character comes from the background of what amounts to an almost gypsy-like existence where people live in clans and move around from place to place as needed. Panam is of the nomad background and it's from a clan called the outcasts. When we meet Panam initially, she is storming away from a meeting with another character, clearly upset about something. That character's name is Rogue. At that point in the game, it is just a brush by for us, and if you only played the game once, then it is likely you missed that initial interaction. However, it sets the basis for the start of the Panam story arc. We next see Panam and formally meet her when we attempt to recruit her for an important mission. This is literally after we talk with that character, Rogue. She is brash, short, and very angry. She has gotten betrayed during a deal, and not only did she not get the loot, she also lost her favorite truck at that point in time. It was stolen from her. Well, when we meet her and tell her that Rogue sent us, we had to convince her that we could help her recover all that she lost in order just to gain her help. After hearing what we had to say, she agrees to help us. During the ride, we learn a little bit more about Panam, and her first stop is back to her clan. It is at that point we learn that she is estranged from her clan for reasons unknown to us. We get to meet two of her very close friends, Mitch and Scorpion, who give the impression that they still love Panam as a family member, but cannot do more than offer moral support to her since her separation from the clan. They appear to either support or are afraid of their clan leader, whose name is Saul Bright. This is the first time we get to witness a tension between Panam and her former family, the outcasts, and you can feel the utter disdain or betrayal that she feels from them. Most of it, however, appears to be directed towards Saul as the leader. We go on the mission with Panam to help her so she can help us, learning more about her as we do. After we successfully retrieve the goods and her vehicle, Panam is still not satisfied. Now she wants revenge on her former partner, whose name is Nash. She doesn't just want her stuff, she wants to put an end to Nash. Our character, whose name is V, can choose at this point to support her or try to convince her that it's not worth it. During every one of my playthroughs, we've chosen to support Panam because, well, why not? I have tried to convince her that revenge was not worth it, but ultimately, I've always given in to helping her. She is so darn cute and desperate that I guess it's just a part of me that just gives in.
Dreamy indeed. No surprise you wanted her back.
She completes me.
See? Managed just fine without Mitch and Scorpion.
Listen, V, it's not over yet.
It's not? You got the cargo, you got your car.
I did not get Nash, who was not in Rocky Ridge. The fucker didn't show.
Panam.
Listen, I have a plan.
And I don't care. The car and the merch, that's what we were after. We got him. 6th Street awaits word and
listen to me, for fuck's sake! I know where their little hidey hole is. We'll take the old unfinished freeway nearby. They will not be expecting us. I'm sure of it.
A Nash hunt wasn't part of our deal.
Only because I thought he would show up in Rocky Ridge.
But he didn't. Might not even be in their hideout.
I know he's there, V. That fucking Raffin cheated me. I can't just let it go. I can't! Do you really not understand that?
Alright. So where's this hideout?
A hop and skip away.
Plus, as a bonus, once you finish the mission, you get Nash's cool precision rifle. Very cool indeed. After you pry it from his cold, dead hands. After the mission, you go to a motel with Panam to talk. She recommits to solving your problem and says she'll present you a possible solution next morning.
Raffin's wiped, 6th Street's pleased. Pretty good day for Panam Palmer.
The day's not over yet. You still have a chance to piss me off.
The Raffins. We done with them?
Oh no. The shiver cockroaches. One's never rid of them. But it should be quiet for a time. They'll need to gather their wits and dust themselves off.
The Aldecaldos. Think you'll ever go back? I mean, not right now, but someday.
I don't rightly know. On the one hand, I don't have anyone outside the clan. Shit, I don't really know any other life.
But on the other?
Without my clan, who am I? Who would I become if I stayed in Night City?
Had to leave my clan, too.
Oh yeah, I remember. Backer family, right?
Mm-hmm. Then I came to Night City. Saw my chance. Took it.
And?
And I lost almost everything.
Shit. That's comforting. Let's talk about something else. Anything else.
All right. Time we look to my needs. What's the plan for Hellman?
I've come up with a plan. A first draft. But I need to sleep on it. Work it out. Then we can talk about the details. I think it best to rent rooms here. Just to stay in the area. We'll get to work around midnight. It'll help keep us out of sight. Agreed?
Mm-hmm. Good idea. Let's do it.
So the next morning, she lays out the plan, and you proceed to executing it with her. However, in the process of doing so, 2 of her clan members show up unexpectedly. And due to the nature of the mission, which caused the electronics to be knocked out by an EMP, she is unable to make contact with them once she realizes they are on the scene. She cannot warn them off. Her inability to warn them off results in the death of Scorpion, one of her 2 favorite people that we met earlier.
Mitch?
Panam, I'm sorry. I didn't make it in time.
No! No! Are you sure? No, he...
Scorpion. The rest. I'm sorry we didn't get here sooner.
They were good people. Great people. They didn't have to die here.
I should have stopped him.
I tried. He wouldn't have listened to you either. Never was much of a listener.
Stubborn bastard.
I'm guessing since you were out here for the AV. The question is, why?
I need the guy who was riding this AV. You know anything? See anything?
Took him with him. In our cars.
Where?
West. Small unit. Your passenger's entourage.
Must be looking for a way to call base.
So you're the ones who hit him with that EMP?
Yeah, we tried to warn you, but we couldn't connect.
If they took your cars, we might be able to follow their tracks.
I'll go after him. Stay with Mitch. I'll be fine.
I am going with you. I promised I would help. Besides, those bastards killed Scorpion. I won't let that go.
Don't argue with her, V. No point.
We found out later that the whole reason that Scorpion and Mitch were there is because Saul sent them after Panam to watch over her. So even though she had walked away from the clan, the love from the clan was ever present, even though it meant losing one of their own. We finished the mission by going on a chase to capture our target, and at the end of the chase, we exit out of a building after a firefight with our target in hand, only to see the entire Aldecaldo clan outside and waiting. The whole clan, including Saul, was there, ready to aid and support Panam and our character. At this point, V can encourage Panam to go back and reconcile with the group, which is usually the choice that we've made. She doesn't at this point, but the outpouring of support really begins the reconciliation path between Panam
was clear.
and the clan.
I don't think we were spotted. We would still do better not to hang around too long.
What do you plan to do with him?
Just gotta ask him a few important questions.
I sure hope you get some important answers. Saul.
Everything's done here. All clear.
I heard Mitch is alive thanks to you.
Thanks to V and Panam. They both saved my ass.
I just hope he was worth it.
Saul, I tried to raise Scorpion, but he... Maybe I could help out somehow?
I think you've helped enough.
I tried to stop him. Sure. Just turn around now. Let it all be damned. You're good at that, aren't you?
Look, Saul, it really wasn't Panam's fault.
Careful. You and me are not buddy-buddy. Besides, nobody's blamed anyone for anything, yet.
Sure. Right.
Panam was just helping me. It was my doing, my fault that AV got hit. Without me, Scorpion and his people wouldn't have gone out to grab it. That's the truth.
When you're in Aldecaldo, you are always responsible for yourself and your people. The circumstances change nothing. Perhaps Panam should ask herself if she's still in Aldecaldo.
Damn it all.
Hey, don't worry about Saul. He'll get over it.
I don't give a damn.
But he gives a damn about you, Panam. As soon as he heard what had happened, he ordered us to follow you. He was worried something would happen
Saul?
to you.
That was his?
Look, maybe you two don't see eye to eye at the moment, but you're family, and Saul will do anything for family.
The thing is, am I even part of the family anymore?
You know you are. Come back to us. I understand.
Sorry you had to witness that. Things just get complicated. Dramatic sometimes. But I will manage. And you look out for yourself, all right?
Saul, Mitch, they really treat you like family. Maybe you should give them a chance.
It is not that simple.
Like any family.
They're coming. You have about a minute to get out of there.
I've always, as V,
I'm also headed out.
encouraged her
Take care of
to
Scorpion's
go
bite.
back and try to reconcile with the family, because it's obvious she's longing for acceptance somewhere, and it's obvious that she needs a family. We next receive a desperate call from Panam asking us to come see her. When we get there, we learn that Saul has been taken by another group. He's been kidnapped. Although Panam is not back with the clan formally, she is desperate to help them get Saul back, showing you that the clan is actually still within her. One thing we notice when we get back to the camp is that although their leader was taken, not many are willing to go out to try to get him back. A nice little scene plays out where we as our main character V even asked him, hey, so you're saying that your leader's been taken and you guys are gonna what, sit around and just talk about it? You're not gonna get out here and go after it? What the heck? What the heck is going on? Panam is the only one willing to put her neck out because they're like, hey, you know, we took a beating on that last mission so much we don't have the resources to do it. But this is their leader. So the whole rescue mission ends up with Panam and V trying to rescue Saul. Although the mission is challenging, we are able to successfully rescue Saul. And you would think this would mean reconciliation between Saul and Panam. Well, you would only be partially correct because Saul is what I call fake angry with Panam at this point. He is angry that she put herself on the line for him because he deeply cares about her, as evident by the fact that he sent the late Scorpion and Mitch after her when she went on that ill-begotten mission. It is evident that he cares with his actions because he sent his clan to help us when we ended the mission, and we knew that there was a chance that we would need backup in order to accomplish what we had to accomplish.
Fresh air. Blast.
He really doesn't want to see her hurt or worse. However, they are at least able to talk things out in the mission's aftermath.
That storm is picking up steam.
Good. It'll cover our tracks.
Anyway, we have good reason not to head straight back to camp.
There's no need to play it safe. We'll just burn time.
Better late and safe than dead.
Expiration date's from before the last war, so hopefully it hasn't turned to poison. Today's our lucky day.
Lucky. Interesting choice of words.
Do I hear a lecture coming on?
No. No lecture. But we do need to talk. That raid's crap. It shouldn't have happened. They wanted everything. Our camp locations, routes, offloading points. If they knew what state we're in, 1 or 2 more raids and that'd be the end of us. And if you...
Not the time for this. You're both exhausted.
Maybe you're right.
We can't hope to handle the Raffins alone.
So you would sell us out to Biotechnica? Vade, tell him it's a damn rotten idea.
Gotta agree with Panam. Sounds like a truly shitty idea.
Thanks.
What could you possibly know about it?
Remember the backers?
I'm a bit hazy.
Exactly. Joined up with Snake Nation, then poof, evaporated. Aldecaldo's strength's always been their independence. Give that up. My clan's fate will be yours. Or worse. Because Biotechnica just ain't Snake Nation.
Thank you, V. I could not have said it better.
We've had our spats.
A few. Like any family.
They're not worth digging up.
I think so too.
If you'd like to come back, everyone will be waiting. Arms open wide. But there will have to be changes. No more jumping to the front of the line.
And so it begins.
You know what, sweetheart? We'll have plenty of time to tear at each other's throats later.
That is my hope.
But right now, I wouldn't mind catching a few winks.
Need help?
Fuck off. Huh. Do you know what they call these storms in North Africa? Haboobs. Damn, I love that word.
Whoa, what was that about?
Two haboobs.
Yeah. Two haboobs. Ugh. Now that packs octane.
Tell me about it. I'm still not used to it.
All right. Yeah, this would make for a decent little motel, wouldn't it? Little fireplace, booze. Grumpy guy at reception is the one thing missing.
Have everything you need, ma'am?
Mm-hmm. I couldn't ask for more.
Ma'am, I'm sure you'd be cozier with your shoes off.
After a full day in them, I'd fear a health code violation.
Nonsense. After a day as full as today, you deserve to kick back.
Oh? And what did you have in mind?
Here at the Independent California, customer satisfaction is job one. Your wish is our command.
I would settle for a soft pillow.
Might prove hard to come by.
We'll see. You know what? We better get some sleep. That was a damn long day. And V, I am glad you came. It meant a lot to me. Do you hear that?
Nope.
Mm-hmm. The wind has waned. I can't speak for Haboobs, but when a Chinook rolls rough and rowdy across the plain, I sure can't get any shut-eye. Not a wink.
On behalf of the staff of the Independent California Motel, I wish you all sweet dreams.
The next morning, V convinces Panam to rejoin the clan. After the rescue, however, V gets a call from Panam. She has another favor to ask her. She has come to rely on V at this point as a close friend, almost as a sister. And there's no way V could turn her down, at least not in my playthrough. As it turns out, although Panam has returned to the clan, she is now at odds with Saul because of the way he's running things. Saul believed in trying to play things a little bit safe, to do what's necessary to keep the clan out of the spotlight of the corporals. Panam wanted to keep her folks safe by demonstrating strength. She's a hothead. The two different ideas came to a head when Panam learned of a relatively lightly guarded target, a basilisk, being transported by Militech. Saul forbade Pam to attack it because he not only deemed it too dangerous, but he did so because he did not want the clan to face repercussions from Militech should they find out the Avocados attacked their convoy. I guess Saul forgot that he couldn't forbid Panam from doing anything. Oh, she called V for help, and V is left a little choice at this point. Help Panam and go against Saul, or betray Panam and tell Saul about the plan. Hey, you know what? In my playthroughs, I've always sided with Panam. I know that in some playthroughs you can side with Saul and you get a cool car out of it, but then that's the end of your relationship with Panam, and I don't think that's cool at all. Especially if you spent time building up this friendship with her, like I did. So I side with Panam as V, and doing so allows our mission to proceed and for Panam's arc to continue. It's important that Panam completes this mission if we are to continue her actual growth. So we side with Panam, we go on the mission. Doing this mission, we learn a lot more about Panam from her family members who actually join us on this quest. The important thing we see during the mission is Panam's growth as a leader and the face she is shown by her family. Prior to the action sequence, which has us chasing down the train and attacking the convoy,
They're going faster than we thought. I don't know if we can catch them.
Uncouple one of the cars. It'll speed you up. Hey, no hemming and hawing. Take out that coupler.
We're getting close. This was close.
Hey, shoot out the damn coupler. Surround found them as soon as they're cut off.
Okay. Trucks are all yours, boys.
Move that ass, steady boy. 4, no, 5 vehicles. No, it's blocked. Go, go, go.
Prior to that action sequence, which is pretty awesome, the family gets an opportunity to sit around a fire, drink, and reminisce. They have a toast to family loss, including Scorpion, and Panam toasts Jackie, if V has told her about him. Oh, R.I.P. Jackie. It's probably one of the coolest scenes in the game, and it shows a bit of peace in a world filled with chaos. It shows the value of family, if not by blood, in a cutthroat society that has been ravaged by unchecked balance of greed, lust, and violence.
You're acting spooked, as if you're the first person ever to stand up to Saul.
Oh, save your breath. I don't need to be consoled. Was it someone I know?
New. Scorpion. You came home from the war, head full of new ideas, and a host of new contacts. He tried to get Saul to lead us in joining Snake Nation. It would make us stronger, he said.
I don't think he peeped a word of it to me. What did Saul do?
Saul dressed the guy down head to toe for messing with the family. Hell, he didn't send him on any jobs for a year.
Gee, really consoling. Thanks.
You said yourself you didn't need any.
Saul was right about Snake Nation. You should remain.
It shows the value of family, if not by blood, in a cutthroat society that has been ravaged by unchecked balance of greed, lust, and violence.
We'll manage just fine on our own. All we need is a few good jobs. To get people talking about the Aldecaldos again.
And that's why we're here today.
Scorpion would be proud.
Ought to raise a glass to Scorpion.
To Scorpion.
And to Jackie.
The next day, the crew successfully pulls off the heist, but afterwards Saul is so furious, and he and Panam argue.
So it begins.
What's the meaning of this?
Exactly what you see. The Basilisk.
All I see is 2 trucks with giant Militech logos on them. Fuck, Panam, you can see them from miles away. You think we don't have problems enough on our hands? The Raffens could rear their heads at any moment. And now we have Militech to worry about too.
Stop it! Fuck! Just shut up already! Do you want to serve corporations forever? Fine, go right ahead. In that case, we'll leave the Basilisk as a souvenir of what this family used to be. Or you know what? Maybe next time we're attacked, we'll be able to fight back!
As soon as I'm done with Biotechnica, we call a family meeting to discuss this. Discuss you.
Until that time, I want these trucks out of my sight.
And the Basilisk? Can we put it together?
Do what you want. Just get out of my sight.
Bob, Mitch, you two take the trucks around back. We need to unload.
Sure, but then what do we do with them?
Oh, I've got an idea.
We believe, when we leave this particular scene, that, you know, Panam is on shaky ground and she's probably going to be gone by the time we talk to her the next time. Panam later contacts V to come back and check out a newly functioning Basilisk tank that they stole. And man, this thing is a freaking beast! V and Panam ride it through the desert, destroying stationary targets with it. And it is clearly clearly overpowered. They get a call that the camp is under attack by the Ruffians. Boy, did the Ruffians make a mistake. V and Panam, still in the Basilisk, roll up on them and let's just say, woo! Take a look at this.
Yeah, I think we got it from the wrong foot, let's start over. I ain't had a wink since last October. Spring's up next, but it's still cold shoulders. Off-white kicks in an all-black Rover.
Let's get
I think we got it from the wrong foot, let's start over. I ain't had a wink since last October. Spring's up next, but it's still cold shoulders. Off-white kicks in an all-black Rover. All-black Rover, all-black Rover, all-black Rover, all-black Rover, all-black Rover, all-black Rover.
Yeah, let's start over. I try too hard to win your heart, so...
After the fight, Sora does a complete 180. Thanks Panam and V, and he openly welcomes Panam back and says that he is even going to split the leadership of the family between him and her. Panam's arc is complete. An outcast and rebel who left the clan to find her own way in the mean streets of Night City comes back into the open arms of her family. Man, what a great story. How fun was it just to watch it unfold and to be a part of it? I think it speaks to me because this story is about how the family never gave up on Panam in spite of her misgivings and shenanigans. And no matter what, Panam's family stayed in her heart of hearts as well. It is obvious that she was deeply hurt by the family and felt a level of betrayal that was so deep that she felt her only option. V was integral in helping Panam to recover what she lost in the end, a sense of family and belonging, and in the process, she gained a sister or a companion if you're a male V. There's more to this story because there's much more to V's story. But that's for another time. I hope you enjoyed this review of one of the coolest stories I've seen in a video game in a very long time. I hope that everyone listening to this has the love of a family, either one that you were born into or one that you made. I hope that you also have that sense of belonging that lasts a lifetime. I know I have it with my family. I hope that you have it with yours as well. Until next time, this is Dr. Walt saying, please like, subscribe, and share this video if you liked it. I love you, fam. Take care. See you on the flip side. Peace.